Hello YouTube, this is Michael the Provenzano, and today I'm bringing you a version of Fuzzy 3 beta. 3 beta. But I've added quite a few things. This is like the to-do list. This is the to-do list. So I reversed the output because it was word count, status code, and character count. But the problem was it would be like this, right? The word, status code, character count, whatever. And sometimes you'd get like a huge word and it would be like, right, and it wouldn't be even, right? You couldn't just like look down the list. It'd be like, oh. So I reversed it so the status code, the word count, character count are, and also I added the response time too, so it's 4. And the words over here, so all of these are like columns. There's 4 columns, and then the 5th column is like, doesn't matter how long it is. But I want to add, every place you see an asterisk I've done, and where you don't, that's what I haven't done. So I need to improve the documentation, add extensions. Like why haven't I added extensions? But I implemented user agent tumbling, and I improved the filtering so you can do ranges, right? You can add a caret, so greater than 500 or less than 500. And I did this for everything except for the regex. So yeah, I also made it so you could filter on regex, right? You could regular expression of page, and if it had it, then filter on that. I made it so yeah, you can do the response time. I want to make it so you can stop it. You can control C it mid scan and change the options, so you don't have to like, oh, I forgot this option, restart the entire scan. That might be useful, might not be, but maybe if you have like huge word lists. I want to fit. I need to fix the load and save, because every time you run it, it just like remakes the configuration file. I did SSL options and coloring too, which is very helpful. But I want to make it so you can do a JSON output and have multiple word lists. I also want to make it so you can do like initial WAF detection, and based on that, increase like timeouts or delays, right? And just like WAF detection in general. And also extension detection initially, right? So we do that first and then go on, and then like when the configuration file thing gets fixed, these won't need to be done if they're already done. So also smart timeout, like I already have that done, I just need to implement it. And also one of the final things I want to do, which I think will really make it like put it in the big leagues, put the tool in the big leagues, like comparable to other actual tools, is recursion. Right, once it has recursion, it'll be like way better. It'll be actually useful. Like it'll actually be like a tool that people will want to use, because it has like the main 2 things is recursion and concurrency. If the fuzzing tool has those 2 things, then yeah, people use it. Well, let's get to using it. So Python 3 URL HTTP s. Let's do HTTP //www.google.com, and then we need to add the fuzz parameter. That's where we want the word to be added. And then let's do wordless. What was it again? Test.text. And let's do color, capital C. Damn it. I forgot to actually add the file. Let's do that fine. Right there. Right now it's only using 2 threads, which slows down. As you can see, status code, very nice. It's colored too, right? And then 200, it's green. And also, yeah, like I was saying, I put the thing over here so the output to be as long as it wants, and it won't affect this. So it's just column. I made it so you could like add or not add coloring, so it's like easier to grep, because I was writing a tool with that, just uses a bunch of other tools and grabs the output, and then based on those output, runs other tools. And one of the main problems was the ANSI. The ANSI, I don't know why they call it that. I don't know. But like this crap. This crap was in the output, and the only way you could see it is if you UTF encoded it. So visually, you could not tell it was even there. Which I was struggling for quite a while because it was like, what? It's not even showing. I don't know. It wasn't showing on my computer. It wasn't showing on the thing I was being ran on. So and I made it so you could add it or have it or not have it. But let's see. So yeah, I made it so you could. What are? Hold on. Let's. Okay, so. I really need to add a shebang line, so we don't have to say Python every time. H. Let's see. RT. Tech. RT. Let's do less than 0.10. Oh. Okay. So yeah. You like specify ranges now, which is very nice. And I made it so the actual function that does this, it's in the formatter. But the actual function that does this is this one here. Because of the way I made it, it checks if it's an int or float, like type float. Then we do it based on floats, and if it's not, we do it based on ints. And because I did that, I was able to set it on just about every function except for the regular expression because we don't need that there. But you can specify like less than, I don't know. We could do like status code. Greater than 200, right? So yeah, it's like if there's like other ones in between, like 403 or 302 redirects, we could also see that, right? We could do a range, which is very cool, right? I mean, we could also just do like 200, 302, and like 404. But let's see, what other big things did I implement? I added a shit ton of doc strings just to make it easier to read and understand. But as you can see, I like made the formatter into its own package, the requester into its own package. The requester's like 100 times better. Like we handle all the options. All the options are here, and then we just like this function based on the settings sets these, and then the actual requester just all it does is checks the verb and then uses the appropriate function. But I'm thinking we can just like all this we could probably just do like put in a list, right? Like list of function, choose this function. Alright, we could probably condense all of this code into like probably like 20 lines, maybe 10. But yeah, it's a hell of a lot easier to read now. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, let's do the Tumblr. So here are the user agents. I always forget the I'm gonna have to change the Tumblr option. Alright, I was trying to like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to change this because it's like too much to type. User agent.text. Now let's come over. Let me start up Wireshark. Wireshark is. Oh wait, hold on. Specified. Oh no, no. Okay, so let's run this command. Okay, stop the capture. Now let me just filter by. We're doing HTTP, right? Yeah, let me just filter by HTTP. All right. Okay. And here you can see the user agent. Right, look right there, Bill. Oh, it's where is it? Where's that damn? All right. Let me just. All right, here, user agent Bill. Kill. Let's do and source equals 86.21. There was like a gate. I don't know. There was like something happened. As you can see, here are the actual requests we sent. As you can see, exactly the same down here. However, the user agent is like it's iterating. The user agent is. It doesn't matter what it's saying right now, but the fact is we can add a shitload of user agents to the user agent file, and it'll iterate over it. And usually, it seems like how logs are. It's like the time. It's like the time. Greenwich Mean Time or something. And then like the user. Probably like. And then the path, and then the actual user agent. Right. So this is how like logs are usually. If they're not too verbose, right? And so it's like, oh, let's just grep for this user agent. Oh, but with the user agent Tumblr, it's like, it's different all the time. So it's like, oh, we can't just grep by user agent, see what this person's doing, because it's like, we're gonna have to do a more verbose check. Right, like the firewall's gonna have to handle that. It just makes it like more. It just makes it visually a little more tricky to spot. Like, oh, which user's doing this, or which IP is doing this? Not really. But once I implement the proxy tumbling, which shouldn't be too hard, right? The user agent tumbling is super easy. It's just like this code plus this, right? That's all it was really. This is just like to handle files and stuff and to output it properly. But I'm gonna add the proxy tumbling. Once we implement the proxy tumbling, it'll truly be like, multiple. The traffic will look like it's being spread. Will be spread out from multiple IP addresses. And if we like implement user agent tumbling, that'll be like way cooler. It's like, oh, different IP addresses and different user agents. Like, we can't grab. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you've seen a tool that does user agent tumbling or even proxy tumbling. Not many tools even do that. Tell me. Yeah, that's about it. Like, comment, and subscribe.